Shahjalan University of Science and Technology. This is situated in under Sylhet Division. Now I am working as a teacher of Uttara Milestone School and College.
Okay, are you from Sylhet?
Now I am from Dhaka, and I have graduated my graduation and post graduation from Sylhet, Shahjalan University of Science and Technology.
Welcome to our classes. Can I know about your experience on IELTS? Do you have idea about IELTS?
Actually, I have a little bit idea, not have more. In last couple of 2 months, I have joined a class to taking IELTS course. But I have an idea, not a good idea. That's why I am joining in your this group.
Okay, welcome, Asghar Ali. We will try our best to provide you, to help you to achieve your expected score. If you are looking to have 7+ or 8 score, we will try our best, and we will share our experience how to get 7+ score, how to get 8 score. If you keep touch with us, I think you can be success. Okay, Asghar Ali, can you please tell me IELTS, how many modules in IELTS?
Yes, I know it. IELTS calculating 4 modules: listening, writing, speaking, and reading.
Okay, I have met you in the mock test, and do you recognize me?
No, but actually, please again your question. I cannot hear you properly.
Did you try mock test with Hassel-Free Education recently?
No. Just today I have informed about this program from my student.
Okay.
You know that I am. Yes. Okay.
This is Najimuddin, and I am a former IELTS speaking examiner at British Council, and I have completed my post graduation from Cambridge University. And when I went to UK at Cambridge University, my score was 8.5. So I have been working with IELTS with British Council for a long time. I can share you my experience to achieve. What's your goal? How much score you are looking for?
This question for me, is it?
Yes.
Yes. But my level, I believe that, I strongly believe that my level is not too much good. I think that my observation is, if I will get 7, maximum 7, I will be satisfied. But if I have enough knowledge, if you can help me to get proper score, I think that I am determined to do hard work.
Asghar, you have to know that what technique, what strategy, what knowledge are essential to achieve 7+, 8+ score in IELTS. You know, IELTS means International English Language Testing System. It is the test system by Cambridge University. And if you know the system, if you have idea about IELTS, you can achieve your score. As you are teacher, you are working, you are teaching English medium, it's called milestones. So if you afford, if you try, it is a great opportunity. It's possible by you to have 9 score, to have 8 score, because the person who have a basic knowledge, the person who can speak English well, who can write English, who can read English well, as you are teaching English books at your milestone, every books are English mediums. The English background student and teacher, if they learn about IELTS, if they know the system and strategy of IELTS, I think it's great potentiality to have 9 score in IELTS. Not a big deal, I think. So it is a language test. For example, you can speak English well, you can have good score in speaking. You have if you are able to read any sorts of English passages, you can have good score in reading parts. If you have, if you are able to listen English voice accent, if you are familiar with British accent, you can have good score in listening as well. Speaking, writing, listening, every sort of thing depend on you. What we will do, we will help you, we will instruct you how to get good score. This is our responsibility. Your responsibility to try yourself, to follow our instruction, then you can try, you can do best. I will wish you the good things, and you may have a good score, you may have a spectacular score. Let's have a talk about the things today. We are discussing about IELTS writing test. As you know, in IELTS there are 4 modules: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. 4 modules. The band score is 9, and we have to learn how to get 9 score, how to get 8 score. In the listening modules, if you are able to create 30 question, you will have 7 score in listening part. In the writing module, if you are able to create 30 question and score it, your score will 7. And the rest of the thing depends on you. For example, if you want to have 8 score in writing, we will instruct you how to get writing score. If you are looking to have good score in reading, we will instruct you how to get good score. Here you have some sort of IELTS things. And the listening part, 4 part, 40 items, approximately 30 minutes. The listening part, you have to answer 40 questions. By listening, the challenging thing is that whether you understand the British accent or not, this is the main fact. What we have to do, we have to practice listening IELTS recordings as well as English voices. The second thing, the reading is that academic wants is there are 3 sections, 3 passages. By reading 3 passages in an hour, you need to answer 40 questions. And there is some strategy we will follow, we will discuss. And writing module is that for academic there are 2 tasks in an hour. You have to write task 1 and task 2. Task 1 is about a picture, task 2 is about an essay. Today's classes we will discuss about the writing task. And the speaking test is a 40 minute or 11 to 40 minute test. You have to speak with the examiner. And if you are looking to have good score, you have to focus for skill that whether lexical rhetoric, that means vocabulary you are using, our variety vocabulary you are able to use, your pronunciation, your fluency, your grammatical accuracy based on reading or speaking a score. Now we will have some things about the IELTS. We can see this is about the listening part. In the listening part, you will have like this question booklets, and you will listen some recordings. If you understand the recording, you have to answer 40 questions. In section 1, you will have listen dialogues. When you understand the dialogue, you will answer 10 questions. Section 2 is about a monologue. This is about the section 2, and you will hear a monologue. If you understand the monologue, you have to answer more 10 questions. Section 3 is about table talks, or table talk is section 3. In section 3, when you understand the section 3, you have to answer more 10 questions. Section 4 is about lecture. If you understand a lecture, you have to answer more 10 questions. Total 40 questions have to be answered. The thing is that if you're looking to have a 9 score or 8 score, you can justify a score, how many questions you are able to correct. The reading part is another things. You have to read 3 passages. Like this one, each passage may contain 900 to 1200 words. You have to answer like the question like a true or not given, fill in the blanks, multiple choice, list of the heading. By reading 3 passages, you need to answer 40 questions in an hour. or 60 minutes. If you are able to correct 30 questions correct, your score will be 7 point. If you are able to correct 26, your score will be 6.5. Now, today's classes, we will discuss about writing modules. As we have discussed in the previous classes, writing module, we also have given some homework. In the writing module, task 1 is about uh, about writing summary of a picture, and you can understand some information by watching picture. As you can see in here, the picture is about this is about the chart, show the change in ownership of electrical applicants and amount of time spent doing household housework in household in one country between 1920 to 1990, 2019. Now, we need to understand the picture here. The picture is about the percentage of household with electrical applicants. Here, 1920, 1940, 1960, 1980, 20, 2000, and 2019. Here, the washing machine, refrigerator, vacuum cleaner, 3 types of electronic device, and the report mentioned about the uses of electronic device, 3 types. Here in the next chart is about numbers of hours of work, housework per week, per household. So the per household is that like this. Now, if you understand the question, you have to answer, you have to write what you understand in at least 150 words in 20 minutes. Now, I like to know about the question, whether you understand or not. Mr. Asghar Khan, can you please explain the question? What the question like to start you?
Yeah, first thing I have learned, this information is given, the given table, given diagram is given here. The first space is any information will be given. We want to write a paragraph within 150 words and describe this diagram percentage of household with the electrical appliance 1920 to 2019. Then this information here is given. We have to write the paragraph within 150 words minimum.
Right, actually. So we will discuss, and we already discussed how to write counterweight spending 20 minutes. We discussed, and we will discuss our some student, old student, our previous student will share. Abdul Rahman will share about the task. What do you understand the question? How you have to write down? Mr. Abdul Rahman will share your view. What you have understand the question and how you need to write down. I think Abdul Rahman with us. Mr. Raihan Islam. Mr. Raihan Islam. Raihan Islam. Mr. Raihan, are you listening to me? I want to know from the line, Raihan. Raihan, are you listening to me? Okay, so we will discuss many things, and then we have to go through the task 2. This is a task 2. In the task 2, we need to write an essay understanding the questions. Here the question is, in some country, more and more people are becoming interested in finding out about the story of the house or building daily. what are the regions? How can people recharge it? So task 2 is an essay, a long essay, spending 40 minutes. We have to explain the questions. There are three categories. One is a controversial, in the controversial task, we need to explain the argumental view, agreement or disagreements. And another type is advantage, disadvantages. In this task, if they require the advantage and disadvantage, we need to explain what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages. This is about in some country, more and more people are becoming interested in finding out about the story of the house and building daily. This is some things people want to know about the story of their houses or building their livings, and we have to find out what are the regions, and we have to find out the how can people recharge. This is another type of question. So if you understand the question, you can explain, you can elaborate. And I like to learn from Asghar Khan. Asghar Khan, do you understand the task 2 writing?
Yeah. I have understand. In some country, more people. That it has a controversial issue. What your opinion about this topic? I think that this topic will given a some argument type question. You have to support or not, and just write about the essay about the given information. Is it right?
No, Abdurrahman, so sorry, Asghar, Mr. This is not about the controversial. It's about the what are the regions. Some country, more and more people are becoming interested in finding out about the history of their house. For example, if you live in a house in some country, if the house is a traditional one, if the house is a old one, you are interested to find out the uh, story of the house. For example, if you live in a old building in large city, and you have a curiosity to find out the story of the old buildings. This is about the region. The region, what are the regions? First of all, something maybe regions, why they are interested to learn about the story. First region, second region, third regions. Then how can people recharge it? The second point is the recharge. It's not about controversy, it's about the finding region and the recharge method. So
Now I have got it. Yeah.
and now I like to show you some more thing about the writing task. You can understand elaboratingly. Mm, or you can have some things more about the writing task 1 and task 2. Then I think you understand very well.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I am.
This is I am going to share you some more information about this.
Yeah.
For example, we can see some question here. This question is a argumental ones. When you can understand what they are requiring. Some people feel the entertainers such as film star, pop musician, or sport star are paid too much money. This is about the do you agree or disagree? What are the type of job should be highly paid? The question is about the controversial one. Here you have to explain your points of view, whether you agree or not. If you agree, you need to bring some logical points why you are agree. Then you have to write down the should be highly paid. And we can see more question type. The question, some museum or an art gallery charge admission fee, well, other have free entry. Do you think advantage of charge for admission convention over wide the disadvantages. This is about the advantages, disadvantages. And we can see some more question like this. Some people feel that the design of new constructed building in big city should be constructed by governments. Others believe those who finance the construction of a building should be free to design as it is they see fit. So this is the controversial one. Both view discuss both views and your opinions. So in this type of say, you have to make a paraphrase, 4 paragraph you can write down. In the first paragraph, you can write down the introduction as they write down in 2 or 3 sentences. And earlier classes we discussed what we will write in the introduction paragraph. You can see the introduction paragraph. There are those who have the belief that authority should retain control and oversight over the planning process associated with constructing any new building in large metropolis. Well, the alternative stance is that those who find the project should have free regime over the blueprints. The essay discusses both sides of this contain argument, and then I will give my own opinion on perspective. This is that the authority must remain control of the process. This is about the introduction. Look at, we have to match the question and introduction. Question talk about these things. Some people feel that the design of constructed building in big city should be controlled by the government. And others believe those who finance the construction of the building should be free to design. It is they see fit. So what do you understand, Mr. Asgar? What do you understand the question?
I understood that some people like if their construction building, their flat, which constructed by controlled by the government, they like it. Some are not like it. They like the construction should be free to design. They have their opinion before the construction.
So 4 paragraph you will write in your final task. First paragraph should be introduction. So introduction paragraph, you have to write 2 or 3 sentences. What do you understand? Your own word, not copying the question. You can write down. Some people think that the design of new construction building is big city should be controlled by the government. Others believe that the who finance the governments finance the construction, they have to be free to design that. So people think the government should control the new building construction following the building codes, whether there would not be risks in the future. Some people think that's not right, that the person who are spending money for building, for constructing, they will be left to decide the designs. This is the question, and you can write of your own sentences. Now they require question starts both you and your opinion. Now you have to go to the body paragraph. Let's see the body paragraph. In the body paragraph, how they explain. Many people are that company building projects should be free to design building as they wish. This is about the argumental. Some people think that government should not interfere, and government should not impose some law to control the right of designing of themselves rather than the building owners. Their logic, some people are that company building project should be free to design building as they wish. One reason for this is that they often have the expertise to design building well. The logic is that the building owner have a right Building owner have the expertise, they have expertise to design the building well. For instance, they often employ build leading architect to design a stylish building for them. Another reason, secondly, another reason is to allow building in an area to have a distinctive flavors and not to be constructed by government regulation that may result in a cookie culture approach to buildings. An example of the style of building can be found in Beijing, where whole suburb look identical. So this is about the governmental point. Some people say that this is not good to be controlled by government to design any building in a city, because the person who are spending money, they have right to design what kinds of design they have to build. For example, if you want to make a business building in your city, Dhaka city, you have 100% right. You have to design what kinds of building you will make and which building will be beneficial for you, for your business. So why should government interfere to design the building infrastructure? This is
Yeah.
a good. And on the other hand, other people are that government should safeguard the generation public's interest and regular the design of building accordingly. More often than not, they have record of the area affected by disaster throughout the story and well-established design standards that can ensure building can withstand just about every anticipated natural disasters such as earthquake, flood. In addition, if government review the decision about building design, the whole town planning and more um, holistic approach can be considered as part of the design decision. More especially, they consider how the design of the particular building fit in with the other building and facilities in the area. This is about the opposite side, opposition views. The third paragraph. The fourth paragraph says this is conclusion. Conclusion you can write in conclusion. I believe both sides of the world or women have their merits. However, in on balance, I believe that government's in involvement is essential, as I feel it will ensure safety issue are not being violated and whole city have some sorts of overall plan in their design. What is 370? So we are expected to write at least 250. The writer have been written the 370. Now we have to focus the word writer have mentioned. Here writer have mentioned some words are arguing encouraging
Okay.
contentions that mean arguments, consent argument that mean controversial or hated arguments. Perspective that mean viewpoints. Architects that mean
Design
designers
of
of
the
the
building.
building, designer of the building. Distinct flavor, unique flavor. Constraint that mean limited. Cookie culture approach that mean an approach of designing things exactly the same. Safeguard mean protest. Town planning mean design of whole town or city. Violated mean disobey. So what we have to focus here to get 9 score, 8.5 score, that your writing should be clear to understand to the reader. You cannot write irrelevant things. You have to go to the right way, what the question requires. Then paraphrasing is being another technique that you can, whether you are able to make paraphrase, introduction, agreement, disagreements, conclusions. So we instruct our learner, if you are looking to have 9 score in your writing test, follow some instruction that understand the question very well and their requirement as well. What they require, you have to make summary, you have to make pages. The more things that your writing should be clear to understandable to the reader. This is first thing. Secondly, thanks to you, I try to use synonym word as in the essay writer use. Don't use a word again and again. Try to use synonym word will be helpful for you to have good score. Then try to write a sentences complex way. For example, here they write down that there are those who have the belief the audience should retain control and oversight over the planning process associated with the constructing any new building laws, metropolis. Well, the alternative stance is that those who found the project should be pre-designed over the blueprints. So the line is larger. The writer write down using complex sentence, using conjunctional word, and the writer try to write down in passive voice. This is a sample of getting 9 score. You need to ensure yourself, if you are looking to have 9 score in writing parts, you need to ensure this kinds of things. Then you can ensure yourself whether you can have 9 score in writing your writing modules. Have a look at some more things here. The first thing, paraphrasings. Second thing here, and argumental points. The writer mentioned that many people ask that mean things you can use some synonym word. That company building project should be free to design building as they wish. One of the reasons for this is that the K open have the expertise to design building as well. For instance, that means, for example, they open employ leading architect to design stylish building for them. Another reason is to allow building in an area to have a distinctive flavor, not to be constrained by government regulation that may result in a cookie cutter approach in the building. Synonym word, cookie cutter. We have shown some synonym word. For example of the style of building can be found in Beijing, where look at the sentence, use complex sentence where conjunctional word, where suburbs look identical, synonym word. So confirm that whether you are able to write this way to have 9 score. Secondly, the writer mentioned that other arts that government should safeguard. What does it mean? I have mentioned safeguard is a synonym word that general public's interest in regulate the design of building accordingly more often than not. They have record of the area affected by disaster. So the writer like to mention that the government should interfere to control the building design, because if some builder company, property company have right to design the building, they may not look to the earthquake code, building codes, so which may happen disaster, which may have the difficulty. Like it's in Dhaka city, we have remembered the Rana Plaza. Rana Plaza was collapsed and lots of lives were killed and were had to die for the misconstruction of the buildings. Lots of things, lots of occurrences happening down the wall, building fire, building collapses. Why it is happening in Japan? Japan is a place of earthquake zone. So if you don't follow the building code, your building may collapse for the earthquake. So government need to control the designing rents. This is the strong logic they have mentioned, and they have bring some example with the disagreements. Well, town plannings. If government review the decision about a building design, the whole town plannings and a more holistic approach can be considered as parts of the decision. More especially, they consider how the design of a particular building fits in which the other building and facilities in the area, in an area. This is about the thing we have to understand it. The language you are writing should be standard, like you are able to write complex sentences, you are able to use a synonym word rather than using common word. We the people in some country like Bangladesh, we don't have much knowledge about using synonym word because we don't know the new words. So if
Yes,
you
exactly.
focus something that if you are looking to have a band school, high band school, both writing and speaking as well, focus to speak new using new word, try to speak uh, using linking word as well as complex sentence where you can speak and write in passive voice, better for you to have good score. I think I made you understand, Mr. Asgar. Please, Asgar.
Yeah. I have got the very informating information already. I have got it. Um, I have to learn how we can use complex sentence, linking word, signpost is very important, and sentence. Uh, in some cases, sentence should be passive format.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Yes, sentence where you can write sentence in passive voice, better to write down. And
Yeah.
where you are able to use synonym word, better to use synonym words. So why some student in our country like Bangladesh or some non-native country are getting below 6.6 score or 7 score because we are using a word again and again. We
Yes.
are writing a sentence in simple
Repeating.
sentences,
Yes,
simple
repeat.
sentences.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sometimes we have found some IELTS writing paper that the writer have the candidate have write down simply something irrelevant, something candidate even did not understand the question. So the question needs to be understood first, then plan
Yeah.
how to write down. This is very important thing for IELTS writings. So
Yes.
somewhere we have found some student write doing a spelling mistake. Why they are doing? Because we are not habituated to write English article, English sentence. So we are doing a spelling mistake. If you do a spelling mistake, you may have a less score. If you have grammatical error, you will not have a good score. So for things you have to confirm that whether you are good in basic grammar, whether you are good in vocabulary, whether you are able to write the right way, that means verbal and some things. So point, logical point and the realistic support, two things you have to remember while writing controversial topics. So the logic you will bring, you have to bring some strong logic. For example, I like to see another question like this. The question here, we have to understand another type of question here. You can see some people think that there should be strict law to control the amount of noise a person makes because of the uh, disturbance it occurred to people. Discuss the advantage and disadvantages. This is about the another categories of question. Here they require the advantages. So you have to go for the advantages and the disadvantages. First of all, you have to understand the question requirement. Question require that some people think that there should be strict law to control the amount of noise a person made because of the disturbance it causes to people. So, Mr. Asgar, what did you understand? The question is.
Actually, I have understood from this question. The question first step. The question I have said. The question from the question. Uh, the we should follow the strict law to stop the noise which make a disturbance to others. But it has a if we follow these rules, that we will face another problem, and that's why it has a advantage or it has a disadvantage. So this is the
Okay, if the question require that discuss both view and your opinions, and you have to go
yeah,
to the other way that whether you support or not. But here the requirement is not like requirement is that the discuss both view and discuss the advantage and disadvantage. So three categories. Some are the controversial, some are the married and demarried, some are the region and solve. If the question requires what are the region and how can we solve this, so you have to go through the this number one region is that the noise problem is a great problem in some society, so government should control these ones. The second region, third region. So the very important thing for the writing task, you have to understand the task, you have to understand the question first, then you have to understand their requirement, go through the requirement. This is very important thing for IELTS writing. And for Webens, Mr. Asgar, what advantage can you mention in accordance with the question? The question is that some people think that there should be a strict law to control the
amount of
noise a person may, because we may feel disturbance in the city area or any area in your neighbor, and the government should make a law to control the sound. So what are the advantages of the law? What do you think, please? Here your comments.
Yeah, I think that man has a habit to violate the rules. Especially in Bangladesh, it are happening day by day without any reason. Without any reason, they makes a noise. Um, they um, uh, they uh, they are not concerned about the other people, and some cases other people are absorbing his work, but some person has a habit to noise without any reason. I think that if as an example, for instance, a driver without any reason they makes horn, and but it's not a rules. Why you makes why you give horn and without any reason? This is the this reason we should stop it by the rules. Otherwise, it will be happen. And another
So,
thing
would
is that,
you like to mention that it has a great advantage? First of all, if government enforce, government
yeah,
implement a strict law like a punishment, giving punishment the
yeah,
person who make a law, who broke the law, who make noise, they should be given in prisons, or they should be fines. They should be paid fines. Then the
yeah,
people will be allowed, and they
yes,
may not make noise. So
yes,
example you like to mention in Bangladesh, you can say Dhaka city. People
yes,
of every classes, when you travel by
yes,
bus, travel by train, there is a
yeah,
noise. When you walk on the road, there is a noise everywhere. Noise
yeah,
pollution. It may causes many problems. Like noise pollution may cause the your hearing problems. Noise pollution may cause many sorts of problems. So government should implement a strict law.
and yeah,
So
yes, I,
what law can help to mitigate the problem? Please, Asgar, can you share your comments?
yeah. Just if the government can apply it, the strict rules about these types of problem. Just as an example, for instance, um, um, government can take a decision if you makes noise without any information. Then he's in a, just as an example, in train station, he makes a noise without any reason. Then his ticket or something will be cancelled, and
So
he
can you
can
example should be realistic? Can you give example of like this that something happened, some countries government implement some law that people are allowed? Can you bring some example? Because in IELTS writing, when you are going to make example should be realistic support. So can you
yeah,
have
yeah.
some example? The logic you find that if government implements some strict law, people will concern to make a noise. Please mention, please bring an example that you can have as far you know.
I think that for the personally anyone makes a noise, it has no law. I think that it has no law to implementation of any person, because person for the making knowledge, for the noise pollution, any law for the person it's would not be applicable. But if it's for any organization, it's maybe for any uh, um, type of any need any organization, they can government can give a rules. Government can apply the rules. Otherwise, I think that no law for
So
the individual.
you are talking about Bangladesh perspective, but if you give example first world country, you have lots of example. You may have lots of example. In first world country, there is a strict law to for
Yeah,
controlling noise. If you look through the USA, Canada, Australia, or some your neighbor
yeah,
country like China or Japan, there is strict law. You cannot make too much sound in any meeting. You cannot use a loudspeaker as well. So in our country, we have a habit of using loudspeaker for the seminar, for the meeting. This is not. This should be banned by the government. When you like to arrange a music party, why not you use some small microphones, not using the louder speakers? Will make a noise pollution. In our country, vehicles are making noise. They are they are using loudspeaker and horn
yeah.
speaker. This should be restricted by the government.
Yes,
So you can bring
the government
some
can give
example.
a limitation of sound. The unit of the sound is decibel. That this decibel is applicable in this area, and this decibel is not applicable in this area. Then government can give this information in the places. That's as a, for instance, here this is an school, but in this beside area, the sound should not be this level, not cross this level. Government can
Thank you.
give
Now
this
you
give this
discuss. You
information.
discuss about the government implementation of law against the noise pollution. What
Yeah.
will be the advantages? Now you have to explain about the what will be the advantages. There may be some disadvantages. Disadvantages may be if government implement a strict law to control noise. There may be disadvantages. Now you have to think about the what may be the disadvantages. Can you please explain some points? What may be the disadvantages?
Disadvantages. I think that if government can have if government want to apply the law to stop this, but another reason, some people the one needs their freedom, needs the freedom when they gather in any places to protest any irrelevant decision about any organization, but they need sound. They need sound for exploring, exploring their voice to others, because um,
Rightly, Mr. Asgar, rightly you mentioned in some crowded places, crowded classroom, crowded
yeah,
seminar. where
seminar,
more
yes,
than 200 participants attended
yeah,
the
yeah,
meeting.
yeah,
They need,
yeah, yeah,
need to use loudspeaker. For example, in some country, school
yeah,
control in a
yeah,
classes more than
yeah.
200
This is the
students.
disadvantage. If the
200
government
students. So
have to
how,
imply
how, for example,
apply.
in the religious meeting, religious programs,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
in some country you can see religious program more than 1,000 people, 1,000 following attend. Or if you give example of the some political meeting in some country like India or your country, it is quite
yeah, yeah,
impossible
yeah.
impossible to
By the
reach the
law.
voice to the everyone without
Yeah, yeah,
using loudspeaker. So it is, it should not. This is the greatest disadvantage that the government make
yes,
law. It will be great disadvantage for the mass meeting
yes,
where more than 200 participants join in a meeting. So it's quite
yeah,
impossible. For example,
yes,
in your country for the Islamic meetings or Islamic seminar, there may be more
yes,
than 200 or 300 audience attend the seminar.
yes,
How it can be possible to reach the voice to everyone by the speaker? Quite
yes.
impossible. In that
It is quite
cases, I think it will be their disadvantages. You can give some more examples of this. That um, um, the country where vast amount of people live, the seminar where vast people attend, the school where huge students attend the classes together. It is quite impossible
yes,
to raise the voice to everyone without using loudspeakers.
yes,
Now we can have a simple answer,
yes,
then you can get one
yes,
idea.
yeah.
Could you please read the answer, Mr. Asgar?
Yeah, yes, I can see a high level of the noise can because of the discomfort and the sound people
Angst. Discomfort and just.
and people
Hence,
and believe that yes,
some people believe that there should be strict um, legislation. What does it mean? What does the meaning of legislation, Asgar? Please.
legislation means the law.
Law.
Law, yes,
Okay.
the law is
Regarding the
regarding
level
the
of noise the person
noise like,
can make
and
this
easily
essay
discuss the merits
was
and
the merit and drawback. What does the meaning of merit? Advantage, synonym of the merit. Drawback is the synonym of disadvantage of
yeah.
legislations measure to control noise. So, Asgar, what do you understand about the introduction the writer wrote down?
Yes, the discussion the sound should be that the legal in the world and the measures of the control.
Can you please, Asgar, share your view? What did you understand about the
I
writing
think
style that you
yes,
mentioned?
yeah, yeah. Firstly, the from this model answer, I can realize um, they want to give some information on based on the question what we want to going to write.
Right. So they use synonym word and they try to enlarge their sentences to get good score. Secondly, they write down the this is
Yeah.
about the advantages. There are
Yes.
several reasons why law should be in law should be enacted to
Yeah.
strictly control the amount of noise a person um,
Yes.
who produce. The main reason is that exposure to too much noise can be detrimental to the people's health. For instance, loud noise cause headaches and anxiety, which can ultimately lead
Yeah.
to clinical depression, especially with the elderly people. Additionally, noise can disturb people's work or study. For example, a university student might have difficulty concentrating well studying for exam because his and her neighbor open may have large parties. So good explanation writer mentioned about the clearly information that the
Yes.
advantage of the law that if some student or if some people, elderly people are disturbed by the loudspeaker, they may have hearing problem, they may have medical problem, uh, they may have serious problem. Secondly, students who have the noise problem by their neighbor, it will be disturbed for him to
Yeah.
concentrate on their study. So the disadvantages should be the. However, there are some drawback. What does it mean? Drawback means disadvantages.
Disadvantage. This is the
Drawback
synonym of
to
disadvantage.
exactly. Drawback to having speak low against the mark, making noise. The main one is that people should have the right to make noise. First of all, people have to have the right to make more, especially people should be free to live their life without the fear of violating law. For
Violating law.
instance, for instance, people should be allowed to have parties and celebration without the need to look over the shoulder. Secondly, law against noise may not be needed due to the technology
Technology
providing alternative
providing.
way to deal with the problems. For example, scientists have invented well and windproof that can block out the noise, and there are also headphones that can reduce the noise. This is the disadvantages.
Yes.
Now the writer have explained some
But in
conclusion.
conclusion,
Conclusion, we write down in conclusion the demerits of controlling noise are that can safeguard people's health against the disturbance caused by loud sound and enable people to fully concentrate on their work or study. Well, the drawbacks are that it may violate people's human rights and be unnecessary due to advance in technology. Overall, it's saying that law should only be applied in extreme circumstances. So what is
93.
290 watts? Now we can see some what selenium, for example, they do legislation selenium or law. Married with the selenium drawback, disadvantage, disturb is there to interrupt somebody and detrimental, cause harm and damage. NXGT states exposure to noise, experiencing noise, violating law, breaking law, look over the shoulder, be aware about other extreme circumstance and unusual situation. The selenium word you have to learn, then you have to use in your writing account.
Yeah, sir,
You
this
can
is
share.
look over their shoulder. Is it a place?
Excuse me, look over the shoulder.
Look over the shoulder. Is it what phrase?
Yeah, phrase. It stands for phrase.
Yeah. I have got
So
it. Yeah.
what do you understand? What do you understand from the classes to have a 90 score? What do you have to focus?
Especially, thank you. Your delivering process. I like the way where you have talked. This is the first thing. But in our country, I cannot see I never they are talking about this type of topic, because already I have the experience in
No,
my
I first of
country.
all I mentioned we try our best. We try our best to help you to have a respected score because in our country, Bangladesh, particularly in Bangladesh,
Yeah,
majority students are
but
struggling with IELTS to have a
I have very benefited from your lecture, and I have got the some idea how we who is for law we should follow for the good band score. That's why I really benefited from this lecture. And you have mentioned the some rules, how you can write, and which sentence you have to follow, and which what should not be repeat. Uh, you have to use the conjunction, complex sentence, passive, and like the smart phrase. I think that it's a help to reach my experience. I think that
but
I want to
one
know
thing,
about. I
one
want
thing,
to
this is
know
not
about.
enough.
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Asghar, this is not enough. Once you understand technique, you have to keep practicing. You have to submit your homeworks, writing homework, and your instructor will evaluate your score, will improve you, will help you to have good score. Now you
yeah,
understood that how to get good score in writing. But what you have to
yeah,
do now, you have to write, you have to practice writing, and you have to submit your writing test to your examiner, to your instructor. Yeah, your instructor will evaluate your score, find out your mistake, then you can
yeah,
improve your
yeah, yeah,
scoring.
yeah. Yes, yes,
We like to go for our homeworks. I can discuss about the homeworks. And if you are able to do, if you are able to submit your homework in the face, if you are add with our Facebook group, you can submit your homework in the Facebook. I will evaluate your score. And now,
yeah,
today's contest, I am going to give you some homeworks.
yeah,
All the
yeah, yeah,
participants,
yeah.
homework from here.
Would you please give me the home text in our WhatsApp group? Is it possible? Will you please give the?
There is a Facebook group.
I think that it would be better if you give the PDF format.
So I like to request you to contact with our hassle-free education IELTS section. They will help you to have a PDF forms, or they will help you review our classes, previous classes, and in the Facebook group you can have my lots of classes I delivered. You can have the classes. So I request you to contact with our hassle-free IELTS
Yeah.
team leader, and you can have all the supplements.
Yes, sir.
And
Another thing.
if you,
Yeah.
yes, please.
Could I give you idea? You already have charts about me, and what score I can got if I will give more times on this course. Have you any judgment about me?
You have you're not bad, you are good. So first thing I have to identify the your level score. Now you are doing bad, but if you face for a mock test with the
Yeah.
hassle free education, and you can justify your score, how much score towards go forward, your preparation help you to have good score. And we are trying to help our learners and who are struggling with IELTS. First of all, identify your weak points, then you can do better. I suggest you, if you identify your weak points, you can do better. You can have a good preparations. So I think we have to wait for some time for loading our PDF file of homeworks. And I like to recommend you to all who are watching me the classes. I like to recommend you to do homeworks and submit your homework in the Facebook groups. Homework from the Cambridge Child, Task 1, Writing Task 1. You can note down the Cambridge Child Writing Task. This is Cambridge Child, and your homework from here is Writing Task 1. This is about the Cambridge 12 writing task 1 and 2. And I would request you, all the students, those who are participating live classes on Facebook, or those who are watching me, I will recommend you to submit your homework in the Facebook group. Task 1, Cambridge 12, Cambridge 12, or task 1. This part of work is about a bar chart below show the percentage of Australian men and women in different age group who did regular physical activity in 2010s. Now the fixture is, if you don't have the books, I like to recommend you to download the books from internet, Cambridge 12 PDF. And the task 2 is that some people believe that it's good to share as much information as possible in scientific research, business, and other academic world. Others say that some information is too important, too valuable to be shared freely. Discuss both view and your opinion. So Asghar, can you please share whether the question you understand or not?
Some people, I need time for 1 or 2 minutes. Please give me a time. Some people.
Okay, you can have the time. Please read the question and very carefully, and tell me your plan, how you are going to write the answer.
And academic work. Others believe that the some information is too important to be divulged. Some people believe that it is good to yes, I believe that it's good to share as much information as possible in a academic work. Others believe that some people too important or too believe it to share this information. But I think that this is not exactly clear to me. But I can
So
give
I need
my.
to make you clear. As well, I need to make you clear the question. Some people believe that it is good to share as much information as possible. It means some people say we need to share lots of information regarding your personal information, your institution information, your everything.
Yeah.
As possible as scientific research, business, and academic work. You can share your business information, you can share your academic information or scientific information. Other people say that some information is too important or too valuable to share. You don't need to share all information, just very important information needs to be shared. For example, if you share your country information, that secret information of your country, it will be leaked to the other country. Your country may be attacked by the enemy. Yeah. Army should not share their secret missions. Police should not share their secret mission, and that the criminal will be allowed. What information needs to be shared? Very important things. Only very important information needs to be shared. Otherwise, the whole information should not be shared. So you have to write both, discuss both view and your opinion. Now, Mr. Asghar, please talk whether you understand the question or not.
Yes, I have got idea about this question, but in my self-study, inshallah, I will got the main idea. If again, I will read it, inshallah.
Have you got admitted to our courses? That's good.
No, just today I am observing this.
Okay, so I recommend you. I am Najim. I am the IELTS expert and former IELTS examiner. We have all other IELTS expert. If you are associated with us, I think you will be benefited. So I request you to get admissions, contacting our senior officer, senior sir, Habib sir, and Habib sir will help you I think if you associated with us, you will be benefited.
Yes, exactly. I think that I also believe that, I strongly believe that if I will follow your lecture, your which is provided from by the hassle-free education, inshallah, I will be highly benefited. It's my strong belief. I strongly believe that
So
I'll be highly
we have a
benefited.
system. We have a system to submit your homeworks. There is a Facebook group of IELTS. This is called
Yeah,
IELTS and SLP Education. And today's classes, the homework I have given you, if you
yeah,
uploaded the homework in the Facebook group, I will evaluate your score. And I will focus
yeah,
your mistake you have done. And you can
yeah,
prepare
yeah,
yourself. Very helpful for
yeah,
you.
yes,
So,
yeah,
Asghar, I
yeah,
like to
yes,
recommend you conduct with our team leader, Hassan Star, and he will help you to join our courses.
okay, thank you for your giving information.
Okay, now I like to
I
move
will
on.
contact. I will contact with the IELTS team leader. Inshallah, from the next class, I will be regular. And how I can regular, I will learn from him.
Yeah, of course, I will try my best to help you to have your expected score, and you have a good knowledge in English. So if you know some strategy, I think you can
Yes.
have a score in IELTS module.
Is it possible for me? If I will do
Of
hard
course,
work, then I will
because
get 70 score.
you are
My
teaching
my
English.
my target my
No, it
target
doesn't
level is
matter.
7.
Your country doesn't matter. Lots of our students in Bangladesh are getting 8+ score, 9
Yeah,
score as well. It doesn't matter. Once you know that
yeah,
once you follow our instruction, if you practice
yeah,
yourself, I think it's very quite impossible by you to have 9 score. So you are
yeah,
working with English, you are teaching English. It's a great potentiality for you to have a good score. This is
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
comment.
Yeah. Thank you. Inshallah, I will do it, and I always um, I can help from hassle free education.
You can be helped. We will try to best our best level best to help you to
Yeah,
give
thank
you
you.
an 8 score because we have idea that the person who have basic English, they have potential to have a 8 score by our help, by our instructions. So we will try our best. And rest of the thing depend on you. I like to recommend you to contact with our team leader, Anson Sir, through WhatsApp and request him that you are interested to join our classes. He will help.
Yes, exactly. Inshallah, I will take it, and I try to contact with a team leader. You have said Esan sir, and inshallah I will contact with him my enrollment about my enrollment. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Now I like to talk with Mr. Raihan. Mr. Raihan Islam. Mr. Raihan Islam, please. Raihan Islam. Raihan, please, Raihan. Okay. If you have some question, you can ask me, or I have to end the classes in here. If you have some question, you can ask me, or I will end the classes.
I have no question
Okay.
now.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the classes, and I hope you will participate in the classes in next session. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.